Hey guys, I'm Spencer Romine. I'm one of the physicians, sports medicine trained at the Orthopaedic Institute of Western Kentucky. Today we're going to give just a brief synopsis of one of the more common injuries that's out there, an ACL tear. Lots of people don't understand exactly what the ACL is and what it does, and I'm going to give you a quick synopsis of what that does inside the knee by drawing it for you. The knee joint itself is made up of three bones: your femur bone up top, your tibia bone below, and then the kneecap on top of the two. The ACL is a ligament, unlike tendons that are in your body, so it's a ligament inside the knee joint. And there are actually two ligaments that live inside there, and they crisscross. Your ACL runs from one side to the front. Back behind the ACL is the PCL. So we call those two ligaments the cruciate ligaments because they do cross. So if you tear your ACL, the vast majority of tears that occur of that ligament occur right in the middle of the ligament. And the problem with that is that ACLs don't heal themselves. They don't have a blood supply. There are a few people out there that may tear the ligament right where it attaches to the bone. And there are people out there that are trying to reattach the ligament up to the bone, but the vast majority of it can't be fixed. So it's really not a repair. It is a reconstruction, which means the native ACL, the one that God gave you, is one that can't be fixed. So it's being replaced. So in order to replace that ligament, there are choices. Choices are: take something from your own body. You can take a tendon from the knee or a hamstring tendon to become your new ACL, or you can use a cadaver tendon, and we call that an allograft. So from your own body, an autograft, or something from a cadaver tendon or a donor tendon, that being an allograft. So the basic process of giving you a new ACL is we have to find places where we can store the new graft. The only way to do so is to create tunnels in the bone. So with drills, we drill a socket into the femur bone, we drill a tunnel down into the tibia bone, and inside that tunnel will be your new ACL. Again, whether that comes from you or from a cadaver tendon. There are fancy ways that we've decided on over time of how to fix them inside this tunnel. We won't get into that, but the basics is that the new ACL has to live inside this tunnel. It goes down through the knee and then out the other tunnel on the tibia bone, and is fixated on both sides in numerous ways, but that becomes your new ACL. Over time, that ACL has to become part of you. So unlike other injuries that are out there, that you broke your bone, day one that is fixed, your bone begins getting stronger and stronger. With an ACL, your body has to recognize it as being part of yourself, has to develop a blood supply. So unfortunately, even at 3 months after an injury, the ACL is extremely weak. So your body gives it a blood supply and slowly gets stronger over time. So unlike any other injury that's out there, even at 3 months, you're not ready to go back to sports. And it usually takes you about 9 months, even up to a year, to get back up to that level of where your ACL is healed to the point where it can sustain cutting activities.